Hey guys, what's up? It's Claudia Fernandez, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about trademarking. I have to trademark my business. I have to trademark my signature, my logo, which I will be putting a tab for you guys so you guys can take a look at that video and you can see my signature for my lip gloss line. So that's going to be my logo. And since I don't have an actual design, I have to trademark my name. So to file a trademark, and I have a ton of notes for you guys, so don't mind me if I'm kind of looking down and showing you guys papers and pointing at things. I just want to make sure that you guys can get a clear message onto what I'm trying to present. So to file a trademark, you can either print off the document and have a physical document, which I'm going to show you guys. This is the actual trademark application, and you can do this. You have to do this with dark ink only. You can fill this out, and then you can go to the post office and mail it off, and it has all of the information on the paper. So it's fairly easy. I think what it comes down to is people getting scared and overwhelmed because it's business and we don't really get taught a lot about it. So that's the overwhelming part, even for me when I first started. Even just filing a regular business license, that alone is kind of intimidating. So I get that feeling. I understand. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your Secretary of State website, because on there, that's where you'll find the application to your state. This one is to the state of Washington, which is where I reside. But every state is different, so you can't just go to the state of Illinois and submit a Washington application. That's not normal. So you want to make sure that you first go to your Secretary of State, and you can easily find this online. So what you want to do is you want to go online, you want to get on the internet, you want to go online and type in your state and type in Secretary of State to the state of wherever you live. And you can, on there, you can, whichever one shows that is like a .gov website, that's the website that you want to go to. That's the one that you want to click on, because that's going to be official. That's going to be the one that's going to give you everything. It's going to tell you everything that you need to know and how to register and things like that. So, and you can either, once you're on that website, once you go to your .gov website, on there, it's self-explanatory. It's very easy. Some Secretary of State websites are usually you kind of want to be on it, you want to be on their website, and other times you don't want to be on their website just because it looks kind of old and not really up to par, and you're just like, well, this feels like fishy. But no, just go on the website. They usually have a search bar at the top right corner, and you can type in trademark, or filing an LLC, or just simply LLC, and it'll come up to the link that you actually need. So for the trademark one, you just search trademark and bam, it'll be right there for you. After that, then you can usually when you go through a third party business that files documents for you, they usually charge you 3 times the amount of the cost of what your trademark actually is supposed to be. So let's say you go through a third party. They might charge you $100 to $200 just to file this document that only costs $55. So it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't know this and they pay a ton of money for a simple paper. And all of these things have like really fancy names to them, and it kind of makes you feel like, oh, well, I'm not really familiar with these words. It's not words that I grew up on, or words that, really, you don't really talk to your friends about trademarking, so you probably don't know, how simple it really is. And the Secretary of State is here for you. They want to help you. They want you to file your documents. They want you to file your trademark, because they're also getting paid by you, doing this. So, usually it costs $100 to $200, but this one is only $55. And the expedited service is $50. So, the classification is $55 per class, and then the expedited service is $50. So if I'm not mistaken, you would have to add those two together, and that's how much it would cost. So if you want it fast. But I'm not in a rush. I actually learned a lot. Excuse me. I actually learned a lot trying to, look into the trademarking service and, registering my signature. I learned a couple of things, like a couple of big things. So let me share them with you. A big FYI, the mark must certainly be in use prior to filing a trademark. So you gotta have already like your product or whatever it is that you're doing already in service. Like you gotta already have it working. And I didn't know that. I thought you would file your trademark first, and then you can go ahead and use the logo or use the word mark, which is what I'm learning, is that my particular trademark is a word mark. It's not a trademark. Well, it's a trademark, but it's considered a word mark because it's only words. So another FYI, you must submit at least one sample per classification. So let's say, okay, you fill out this application, you know that you have a word mark. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to submit a sample of your signature or a sample of your product design, So that's why it's good that we're doing things this way, because we already have our packaging getting made. So once we have that established and we can send that to the supplier, then after the supplier sends us a sample, we can use that sample for our application. If I'm not mistaken. Remember, this is my first time filing for a trademark, and I'm just reading along, filing along, and trying to give off whatever it is that I'm learning. So this one is a big one. Another thing that you want to do is you want to trademark search. You want to search for your trademark prior to filing it, because then you can know, okay, nobody else is using my name, or nobody else is using, your saying or whatever it is that you're trying to trademark, that is yours and that nobody else out there has it. I think that's very important. That's the first thing you want to do when you go on the website and you try to file for this document. So I have more notes here. A pretty cool thing that I really like about the Washington Secretary of State filing procedures is that when I printed off the trademark registration papers, it actually came with the instructions. So the instructions are right here, and they're fairly easy to follow. And I feel like the state of Washington, the way that they organized their application process, I feel like it's very simple and stress-free. I feel like, as soon as you look at it, you're like, okay, I can do this. It doesn't make you feel intimidated, and it doesn't make you feel like, oh my goodness, they're asking me a ton of questions of things that I don't know. Like, this is my first time. How am I supposed to know this? No, it's quite easy, and it's fairly easy, and it has all the information on their front page. It even has their phone number and their mailing address. So that way, if you need any help or assistance, you can just call them. So actually filling out this paperwork, what you want to do is on the goods and service classification, you want to pick the number, because there's so many different trademarks out there of different things. So you want to classify what it is that you're trying to file. So for us, we're doing the lip gloss line. So there were two options for me. One option was number 3 for the goods. It was cosmetic and cleaning. And the other option was number 44, which was medical, beauty, and agriculture. I decided to go with number 44 because it said beauty. And then cosmetic and cleaning, I feel like that's more like, like the little face wipes and things like that. So I'd rather go with the beauty department. So when I file my document, I'm gonna pick under services. Actually, I don't know, because it says services. Okay, so I'm gonna go under goods. Actually, I take that back. I'm going under goods, and I'm going for number 3, cosmetic and cleaning, just because it says goods. I'm not providing a service. So I'm gonna go with number 3. So yeah. What else can I? Okay, so yeah, you do need to pick a good and or service that you're providing for your classification. Okay. Oh, good to make sure. This is very important, and I didn't know about this until like after, and it's good to make sure to keep track of when you first used the trademark service on your lip gloss, for example. So on the application process, it asks you when you first used it, and like I said before, you have to already be using it to actually file for your trademark. So keep track of when you used it. And two, I think it's pretty cool how on the application it asks, it has like the option to insert like, okay, where did you file this, or where did you use this trademark first? So like, if let's say you use it out of the country, you can actually write on there the date that you used it. So I thought that was pretty neat. And so it's like in another state or in another country. And on top of this, guys, it's pretty cool how, not only can you file your Secretary of State trademark registration physically, like with the application, but you can also e-file this. So I'm gonna make another video kind of explaining that process, because I don't want to make this video too long and it's going to be kind of like the same thing. So I want to separate them, and that way if you choose to do it physically, or if you choose to do it through the internet, e-filing it, then you can just watch that video and I'll have the tab inserted here. I don't really do YouTube like other people, where they, show you the things like this paper as they're, talking. I rather have it physically on me and just talk to you guys about it, because I also don't want to make you guys like incapable, because if I can do it, then you can do it. If I can read, then you can read. It's fairly easy. What I can provide to you guys is the links, and you guys can take a look at it and you guys can follow through too, because even though I show you guys this on my video and fill it out and everything, you still got to do it for yourself. You still got to get the trademark if you're trying to have a business. And I recommend having a trademark for every business, because I think that it's something really cool. And if you have a business and you love business, this is like one of the coolest things to actually brag about. Like, I think it's one of the coolest things to have, So, and also as you're growing and developing, you get more and more into business. You start learning more and more about things. Like when I first started getting into business and I was doing this boutique thing, I didn't even know how to just get a regular license for the state. So going from that to actually like trying to file a trademark, register a trademark, which is something that's always been in the back of my head, but I never actually went full blown for it. And now realizing that it's inexpensive and it's fairly simple, it makes me feel like, wow, like it's stepping up, And once you do this, you have it. So, another thing, on my next video for e-filing your business, I'm going to talk a little bit about also renewing a trademark, because those are options that are online too. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My email address is cfernandezpomo@gmail.com. So if you have any questions or you need a little bit of help filling out your trademark registration application, please let me know, because every state is different and they might ask you things that maybe I'm aware of, because, I don't know if you guys know, but I did live in the state of Arizona. And so I have a little bit of experience with that state also. So, there might be things that they have in common with your state. So just let me know and contact me and reach out to me. And I will be adding links to the application for the state of Washington, because, those following me that are here, if you guys need help, then I can help you guys out. So thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, because there's so much more that I'm gonna give you guys, and things that are already out there, but things that I'm also learning for myself.